All roads lead to one destination, and that is No Mercy this Saturday night in Montreal. But after last week's turn of events, LA Knight and CM Punk victorious in the main event, but a blood force trauma that sent shockwaves throughout the WWE Universe. We got a pit stop on the road to Montreal, and it's right here tonight in Winnipeg when the megastar LA Knight goes one-on-one with the WWE Champion CM Punk. You gotta believe AJ Styles will have his eyes on this encounter. And also here tonight, it is the quarterfinal matches of the Queen of the Ring tournament, courtesy of Monday Night Raw. Bayley set to go one-on-one with the center of the universe herself, Tiffany Stratton. Also coming up right here tonight in the quarterfinals, that Scottish Pitbull in Piper Niven takes on the former champion in Liv Morgan, who is moving on to New York City. Certainly a lot of action tonight on the road to No Mercy this Saturday, and Queen of the Ring 1 week from Saturday. We're here in the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and we kick things off with one half of the Tag Team Champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor.
And certainly Finn Balor approaching a high-profile main event this Saturday in the Bell Center. It is tables, ladders, and chairs, and it is truly winners take all. The Judgment Day's World Tag Team titles up against the Usos' jobs, their livelihoods, right here on Monday Night Raw. It's all or nothing. Winner takes all. Tables, ladders, and chairs live this Sunday in Montreal, Quebec. But the Prince Finn Balor throwing out a challenge here tonight. Not to Jay or Jimmy, but to Sami Zayn of all people. In mere moments, we're going to take you back to the events of this past Saturday night at WWE Live for No Nation Gaming channel members, where the Judgment Day were upset by Sami Zayn and his two chosen tag team partners. But Finn Balor with an opportunity regardless of the opponent, to build some last-minute momentum ahead of the tables, ladders, and chairs main event this Saturday night at No Mercy. But Finn Balor throwing out a challenge, and Sami Zayn certainly has never been a man to step aside.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
So we take you back to 48 hours ago in Edmonton, Alberta. WWE Live for No Nation Gaming channel members. Sami Zayn choosing Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa of DIY to stand alongside him in a six-man tag team battle in the main event. As you see in the closing moments, Dominic Mysterio was able to avoid the haluva kick, but failed to capitalize, and the Intercontinental Champion's shoulders were pinned to the mat by the former champion in Sami Zayn. Obviously, the Judgment Day upset that their recent momentum was derailed by Sami Zayn and company 48 hours ago in Edmonton, Alberta. Hence the reason why Finn Balor drew a line in the sand and told Sami Zayn to meet him live in Winnipeg here tonight on Raw. Balor coming out hot as the bell has sounded and we are underway. We are just days away from No Mercy, live this Saturday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Finn Balor and Damian Priest will defend their World Tag Team Championships against Jay and Jimmy of the Usos in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. If the Usos win, they get their full-on retribution against the Judgment Day and ultimately win the World Tag Team titles. But if they lose, sayonara, they are going to get sent packing from Monday Night Raw. Sami Zayn revving up the engines here in Winnipeg, dropping Finn Balor on his dome moments ago, and now Zayn is unloading a fury of strikes. Zayn has had his own issues with the Judgment Day over the last few months. Of course, Dominic Mysterio, the man who pins Zayn's shoulders to the mat, back in London, England in the month of July, Damian Priest and Finn Balor certainly were X factors, and Dirty Dom stealing away the Intercontinental Championship from Sami Zayn, something Zayn has not soon forgotten. I'm sure Zayn is itching for another crack at the gold and maybe a victory over Finn Balor. If this past Saturday wasn't enough, we'll certainly put him in line to do so. All remains to be seen is Finn Balor now, just trying to get back into this matchup. I am sure the Prince is not looking to see any more momentum derailed on the road to this high-profile collision at No Mercy Live this Saturday night. And Balor's really starting to get going here. Sami Zayn looking like he doesn't know what hit him, tried to rev up the engines once again. Balor with a double Pele. One half of the World Tag Team Champions would not have thrown out this challenge tonight if there was not a game plan in suit. Finn Balor knows all about the singles competition here on Monday Night Raw. He was within inches of defeating Kevin Owens back in the summer to become the WWE Champion. Obviously was not to be, but now Finn Balor returning to action against somebody who Kevin Owens knows very well, and Sami Zayn. Oh, hang on, wait a minute, Jey Uso's here at ringside. Jey trying to take the eye off the ball. Finn Balor distracted momentarily. Sami Zayn back in control of this matchup. Well, main event, Jey Uso sticking it to the Prince Finn Balor here on Monday Night Raw. Well, the Usos obviously got an ounce of payback along with Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns in that 8-man tag team matchup back at SummerSlam. Things have only escalated since. The Judgment Day are looking to rid themselves of their Uso problem this Saturday night at No Mercy. All remains to be seen if they will be able to do so. Zayn soaring off the top with the moonsault, but Finn Balor, unfortunately for him, is still in this matchup. Jey Uso might have taken Balor's eye off the ball momentarily. Zayn unable to close the gap, and he is leaving room for Finn Balor to get back into this thing. But the only thing Finn Balor's doing right now is getting sent out of the ring with a massive big boot. Tell you what, Balor's plan may have been foiled. May need to start thinking on his feet if he's even awake to do so. Zayn's going into the cover. But Balor's still into this matchup. Last second kick out for one half of the World Tag Team Champions. And Balor now trying to shake off the cobwebs, dust himself off from that distraction momentarily by Jey Uso a few moments ago. And Balor is looking to send a message to Jey and Jimmy on Sami Zayn's behalf. Oh no, Zayn in trouble. Finn Balor looking to do what the Judgment Day were unable to do this past Saturday night. Unfortunately, Balor not watching his ring awareness. Saved by the ropes with Sami Zayn that time. Balor could chase around John Cone and mouth off to him all he wants. The decision's the decision. Should have watched his ring awareness. It's a naive mistake, if you ask me, by the veteran. Sami Zayn now. Balor gave him a moment to recuperate. And here comes Zayn once more, doing what he does best. Sami is all kinds of fired up here in the Canada Life Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Springboard going for the Tornado DDT. Balor sidesteps him. Certainly a high-profile match in the mind of the one half of the World Tag Team Champion in Finn Balor, who is not looking to see defeat just days before. Tables, ladders, and chairs against the Usos. Well, Sami Zayn had a window there, started to rev up the engines once more in this contest, but Balor just swiping that momentum right out from underneath his feet. Sami Zayn is certainly looking worse for wear as Balor, off the middle buckle, may have just silenced this entire Winnipeg audience. Oh, wait a minute. Might have got caught inside cradle by Sami Zayn. He got him! Sami Zayn steals the victory against the Prince Finn Balor.
Here is your winner, Sami Zayn.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Zayn may be victorious, but the Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio is at ringside and he's ambushing Zayn from behind. Typical Judgment Day Typical Dirty Dom. An ambush on Sami Zayn, not letting him soak in the pageantry of Saturday night's and tonight's victory. That scumbag that is the Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dom, getting the last laugh. Can't get enough Universe mode? Well, now is your chance to secure a Backstage pass to more Universe than ever before. Become a Noah Nation Gaming channel member and gain entry into monthly house shows that directly affect your episodic viewing of Universe mode. Also, take a peek behind the curtain with behind-the-scenes updates, exclusive content to see how Universe mode is brought to life each and every week. Hit the join button down below, become a Backstage Pass channel member, and get your front row seat to more Universe than ever before. Well, Noah Nation Gaming channel membership live events are getting that much bigger. We are pleased to announce that on Saturday night, October the 12th and Saturday night, October the 26th, special events, the 2024 Halloween Havoc. These are exclusive events for Noah Nation Gaming channel members. Join today at the join button down below or the link up in the cards and punch your golden ticket for Halloween Havoc on the 12th and 26th of October. But we shift our focus here tonight in Winnipeg to the Queen of the Ring tournament that has continued to progress over the last several weeks. Raquel Rodriguez, Jordynne Grace, Alexa Bliss, and Blair Davenport have qualified for the quarterfinals of SmackDown. We now know who will battle from Monday Night Raw as well. And it is time we get in to our quarterfinal matches of the Queen of the Ring tournament. The winners of these contests are moving on to the 21st in New York City.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
Well, Piper Niven marching down the aisle tonight and has got to be eager for competition and has got to be confident coming into this matchup after her first round victory over the man Becky Lynch. There has been looming issues between Piper, Chelsea, and Sonya against Bayley and Becky for quite some time here on Monday Night Raw. And the latest chapter was certainly written when Piper Niven scored a huge victory over the man, albeit with some assistance from Sonya Deville. But nonetheless, Piper finds herself in the quarterfinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament tonight. But it is not going to be an easy task. From one former champion to another, Piper Niven is in for a battle.
From Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Well, that Scottish gladiator and Piper Niven may be confident, but Liv Morgan is coming in a very eager competitor. Former WWE Women's Champion as earlier this year, I should say. Liv Morgan returning for the first time since the month of July in the midst of the Queen of the Ring tournament. She took down Mi Chin in the first round. Now she's back in action tonight. And Liv Morgan looking for any opportunity to get back to the top of Monday Night Raw, get back to the promised land, get back to holding championship gold. The winner of this matchup will compete in the semifinals and possibly the finals, depending on their victory or loss that night in New York City on the 21st. And here we go, quarterfinal matchup in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Piper Niven looking to be the pace setter, and she is aggressive out of the opening bell. Piper Niven with the size and strength advantage tonight. Liv Morgan's got to try to use some speed and agility. All remains to be seen if Piper's going to give her the room to do so. All Piper Niven has got to do is be aggressive, continue this kind of pace, and this matchup most likely ain't going to go the distance. All remains to be seen as Piper just squashing Liv like a bug on the canvas. I want to remind you once again to hit the join button down below, become a Noah Nation Gaming channel member. Your next WWE live events, Halloween Havoc on Saturday night, October 12th, and Saturday night, October 26th. These are going to be extraordinary events as Liv Morgan coming off the top. Massive crossbody to the outside. And what did we say moments ago? Speed and agility will be Liv Morgan's best friend in this matchup. Piper Niven knocked down momentarily on the outside. Liv Morgan now, once again, head scissors takedown. And Liv continuing to be aggressive at ringside. I don't know if that's where you want to fight a battle with Piper Niven, but if Liv sees opportunity, she's obviously got to take it. This is a woman who defeated Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania earlier this year, stood toe-to-toe with Ripley in a last woman standing match back at the Great American Bash in July. Might have come up short, but Liv has been back in action in the midst of the Queen of the Ring tournament, and she, as we mentioned, has got to be eager to get back to the promised land. Piper Niven knocked down momentarily, but the question is, can Liv Morgan, keep her there as she goes into the cover, try to get this thing done in a jiffy, but Piper is still alive. Piper Niven back to her feet and a massive headbutt on Liv, taking her out. Simple and effective out of the arsenal of that Scottish gladiator, what we have dubbed her. Piper Niven defeating Becky Lynch in the first round. A little bit of an assist by Sonya Deville, but a win is a win, and that is a massive win at that over a future Hall of Famer. The confidence of Piper Niven continuing to grow, and she might have just squashed the hopes and desires of Liv Morgan, who is going to make their way to Madison Square Garden to compete in the semifinals on the 21st of September. We are finding out right here before our very eyes, live in Winnipeg. Now, Liv Morgan not even allowed a 1 count that time, not even trying to give Piper Niven any more of a confidence boost. Oh no. Look at Liv's face as she is frightened by the ride she is about to go on. And Liv somehow able to survive. Piper Niven forcefully sending her down to the canvas. Liv Morgan looking like she saw a Halloween ghost, and it ain't even October yet. Sent into the corner. Liv better watch, because Piper Niven is looking to destroy. Liv creating some distance. Maybe smartest for the former champion. Here she goes. Nice takedown. One thing to knock Piper Niven down, whole other thing to keep her there. Certainly a test for Liv Morgan tonight, just as it is a test for Piper Niven. Off the drop toe hold, Liv Morgan going to talk about confidence. Her confidence may be building in this matchup. Oh man, Piper Niven brought to the top. Not by will, but by force. But I don't think she's going to allow Liv Morgan to see the light of day. Piper just squashing out any hopes of a comeback that Liv Morgan saw. Piper Niven again leaning on that senton, just using all her weight to crush Liv Morgan. And now Piper's heading to the top rope. This could be disastrous. Here she comes, going for a massive super senton. Nobody home off the delivery. And just like that, off a misstep by Piper, Liv Morgan's got daylight. Starting to unload. Insecurity moments ago, Piper might have been her own worst enemy, trying to take things to the top with that avalanche senton. Liv with one of her own from the middle buckle. Piper Niven's disaster may be Liv Morgan's greatest fairy tale dream come to life. Or maybe not. Never count out Piper Niven. She just continues to get better, whether you like her attitude or not. Off another reversal. Every time Liv Morgan seemingly finds a way to get back into this matchup, Piper Niven's right there to take the rug out from underneath her feet. This is all in hopes of making their way to Madison Square Garden to compete in the quarterfinals of this, compete in the semifinals of this tournament. Liv Morgan once again creating some distance. Piper Niven momentarily rocked. Oblivion! Liv Morgan throwing her best shot right when she had the chance. Liv Morgan is on her way to Madison Square Garden.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
A resilient effort by Liv Morgan. Piper Niven was aggressive throughout this matchup, but Liv found a way to survive. And there you see Piper Niven's name, fate. Oh, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get to the backstage area. Something's going on back there. Oh my goodness! Karrion Kross and Mr. Money in the Bank Braun Breaker. Oh no, there's steel chairs. I believe Braun Breaker's been busted wide open. The Harbinger of Doom is issuing a beatdown on the badass. Well, these two men's issues go back months here on Monday Night Raw. Braun Breaker is supposed to team with Baron Corbin at No Mercy to take on the AOP, but Karrion Kross is trying to take out Breaker before he even makes it to Montreal. We need to get some help out there for Mr. Money in the Bank before Karrion Kross picks some limb from limb. Well, nonetheless, the quarterfinals of the Queen of the Ring are set to continue.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California,
Bayley set to go one-on-one at the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton. After making her way through Chelsea Green in the first round, can she survive the quarters and punch her ticket to Madison Square Garden? We find out up next here on Raw.
So are you gonna die today? Make it out alive. You gotta conquer the monster in your head, and then you'll fly, fly, Phoenix fly. And now you're playing with matches. Come out of the.
We're back inside the Canada Life Center here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. The center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton, hot off the heels of defeating the Queen of Hearts, Natalya, in her hometown of Calgary last week here on Raw. And now somebody who has really broken out on the scene here on Monday nights over the last few months, Tiffany Stratton, one-on-one with a veteran, somebody who she is familiar with in Bayley in the midst of this quarterfinal matchup. Well, these two women actually fought just a few months ago here on Monday Night Raw. It was Bayley who picked up the victory on that night against Tiffany. Gotta wonder if the events of the past are looming in the minds of these two competitors and if that will play a factor in their blueprint to victory here tonight. All remains to be seen. Bayley has really come full circle and has really got back to where she once was of being a legit competitor, I should say. Being in the midst here on Monday Night Raw. Story well documented. 2 years of ups and downs, injuries, nagging ones at that kept her in and out of action, unable to really sustain momentum on either show she was on. But ever since returning to the red brand back in May, Bayley has been a difference maker. She is looking to punch her ticket to take on Liv Morgan, a Queen of the Ring. The victory over Tiffany Stratton will do just that. Of course, the quarterfinals on the SmackDown side going down this Friday, 24 hours before No Mercy in Montreal. Blair Davenport set for a meeting against Alexa Bliss. Raquel Rodriguez set to go one-on-one with TNA Knockout Jordynne Grace. Should be one powerful collision between those two women. Tiffany Stratton, however, here on Monday Night Raw, just trying to take over and take down the veteran in Bayley. She does not outrank Bayley in experience, but she may outrank Bayley in confidence. Tiffany Stratton dubs herself the center of the universe for a reason. I don't think there's anything in this world that Tiffany Stratton believes she couldn't do. Nonetheless, we want to remind you that Velocity is live on TikTok each and every Wednesday. And coming up this Wednesday, action courtesy of Monday Night Raw as Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa of DIY take on Elton Prince and Kit Wilson of Pretty Deadly. Go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen right now. Follow No Nation Gaming over on TikTok. And don't miss out on the action each and every Wednesday on Velocity. Man, Stratton has completely taken Bayley's wind out of her sails, and that includes the capacity audience here in Winnipeg. Not looking to see Bayley, who is clearly the fan favorite in this matchup, not looking to have this audience, I should say, be the difference maker. Oh no, look at the power by the former Olympian and Tiffany Stratton. Power bomb. Bayley is completely turned on her head. Tiffany Stratton familiar with Liv Morgan as well. We could be on our way to a Backlash 2024 rematch if Stratton has her way. However, Bayley showing some signs of life, knocking Stratton down momentarily. And there's the veteran instincts out of Bayley, not rushing to the outside to try to go after Tiffany. Just taking her time, letting Tiffany come to her. And now Bayley realizes that the younger, less experienced competitor may have just made a mistake. Big time Saito. Oh, wait a minute here. What is Chelsea Green doing out here? You know, we briefly touched on the looming issues between Chelsea, Piper, and Sonya against Bayley and Becky Lynch. Chelsea Green taking the eye off the ball on the woman who knocked her out of the first round. Well, Bayley able to get the shoulder up off that reversal, but Stratton is looking to take the most advantage of that momentary distraction. Chelsea Green was eliminated from the Queen of the Ring thanks to Bayley. I don't think Chelsea Green is looking to see Bayley have success tonight when Piper Niven did not moments ago. Nonetheless, Bayley's going to have to find a way to dust herself off and now get back into this matchup. Just as she was starting to regain momentum, the eye off the ball, Chelsea Green arriving on the scene and Tiffany Stratton starting to rev up. But there's a reversal by Bayley. Can never keep down the veteran. Somebody who has won damn near everything there is to win here in the WWE. But the inaugural Queen of the Ring could be the most massive feather in the cap. Tiffany Stratton may be rocked. Bayley to belly. To move on to MSG. Not just yet. Tiffany Stratton still alive. Bayley, what a way to come back in this contest. Bayley to belly, Stratton dead center of the canvas, looking up at the lights. Unfortunately for Bayley, Stratton still got some life left in her. Nice double leg takedown as Bayley's just trying to find anything she's got to do to keep down this very young and highly motivated competitor. Tiffany creating some distance. Bayley on the shoulders. Down she goes. Has Bayley thrown her best shot? Here comes Stratton. Prettiest moonsault ever. Bayley may be out. And she is. Stratton is on her way to Madison Square Garden.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Stratton.
Maybe with a little assist from Chelsea Green or not, but you can't take away the talents of the center of the universe. We now know one of our two semi-final matches coming up on the 21st from Monday Night Raw. Tiffany Stratton moves on to take on Liv Morgan in the semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Prepare for the most exciting 10 minutes, a fast-paced 600 seconds, and all the action you can handle coming your way exclusively each and every Wednesday, only on the Noah Nation Gaming TikTok. The superstars of Raw and SmackDown race to the finish line on velocity. Competition at an all-time high that you won't see anywhere else. Scan the QR code, follow on TikTok, and don't miss a second of velocity. Several weeks ago on Raw, the Nigerian giant Omos continued to push his weight around against, let's face it, much smaller individuals. It was about time somebody stepped up and stood against Omos eye to eye. That somebody was the returning monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman, who charged the ring and absolutely neutralized Omos with a choke slam through the announce table. Well, last week, Braun Strowman returned to in-ring competition. A huge victory over Ivar, the Viking Raiders, but moments after stood eye to eye once more with the Nigerian Giant. These two men are on a collision course to next week in Toronto on Monday Night Raw. The Nigerian Giant Omos, one-on-one with the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman, live next Monday night from Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. But of course, this Saturday, we are in the Bell Center in Montreal at No Mercy, where this man plans to team alongside Mr. Money in the Bank Braun Breaker in hopes to settle a score with Akam and Razor are the authors of pain. After what we saw earlier tonight, who knows what condition Braun Breaker will be in come Saturday. But here tonight on Raw, Baron Corbin is looking for a measure of revenge against the Harbinger of Doom. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Baron Corbin making his way to the ring. Karrion Kross sneaking up behind. Well, Kross already laid waste to Braun Breaker in the locker room earlier tonight, and now is getting the jump on Baron Corbin before their contest. Kross has just had this looming issue with Corbin and Breaker for months here on Monday Night Raw, damn near obsessed with their destruction. Corbin and Breaker not looking to stand for it, aligned with common enemies in Kross and the AOP, and it has boiled over to chaos after chaos, week in and week out. Well, Corbin not trying to allow Karrion Kross to be the pacemaker in this upcoming matchup. Sending him right into those diamond-plated steel steps. Baron Corbin is fired up here on Raw. Karrion Kross better be careful what he wishes for, because Baron Corbin didn't come to Winnipeg just to mince words. He came for a fight. The bell has sounded and we are underway. Well, Braun Breaker obviously not accompanying Baron Corbin out here tonight. I'd assume is back getting medical attention after the attack from Karrion Kross. Kross usually accompanied by that Wicked Witch Scarlet, or as of late, Akam, Razor, Paul Ellering. But tonight, the Harbinger of Doom comes out here alone in hopes to take care of his Baron Corbin problem. Corbin not standing for that sneak attack. This thing breaking down to a brawl before the bell even sounded. And now Kross trying to slow things down a little bit, suck some life out of Corbin before Corbin can really get going. Now, this really all came to a head after these two men were part of a six-man tag team matchup back at WrestleMania. Kross, Corbin, and Joe Gacy. That team was unsuccessful against the Brawling Brutes, and in the weeks after, Kross wanted nothing to do with the man he brought back to Monday Night Raw, that being Baron Corbin. Eventually, both of these men found their paths crossing again in individual hopes to win the Intercontinental Championship back in May. That was not to be. Karrion Kross really blaming Baron Corbin for getting in his way on the road to championship gold. Several times, Kross tried to just lay waste to Baron Corbin. It was Braun Breaker who eventually stepped up to the plate and brung the fight to the Harbinger of Doom after he himself had a contest against Baron Corbin here on Raw. Ever since then, Braun Breaker, in the mind of Karrion Kross, made his own bed. He's stuck his nose in Kross's business, and Kross has been out to destroy Corbin and Breaker ever since. It's back in the month of August that Corbin and Breaker challenged Karrion Kross to find a tag team partner for a matchup here on Raw. And instead of doing so, he brought back one of the most dangerous tag teams I have ever witnessed, at Akam and Razor and the authors of Pain. Sent them on Corbin and Breaker to take care of that problem. And of course, it has been anarchy ever since. Certainly what leads us to that tag team matchup this Saturday night at No Mercy. Corbin and Breaker brought together with a common enemy. And Karrion Kross already took care of Braun Breaker. Certainly got a pound of flesh out of him earlier tonight. Now looking to do the same to the Lone Wolf. All remains to be seen who is going to walk out the victor tonight, but I'll tell you what, no matter who gets their hand raised, Breaker's not going to be 100%. Baron Corbin most likely won't be either. That is certainly not where you want to find yourselves, fighting an uphill battle against two destructive individuals like Akam and Razor, the authors of pain. Certainly two men who are already violent as is. Add in the mastermind of Paul Ellering, the devious and sinister game plan of Karrion Kross. Just in a short time, those several men have proven to be a cohesive and destructive unit, but Baron Corbin is looking to have those same adjectives aligned with his name. Great maneuver that time, taking Kross off his feet. Follows it up with a deep six. Into the cover goes Baron Corbin. Almost stuck it to the Harbinger of Doom, but not just yet. Baron Corbin certainly could see a huge feather in the cap if he can secure victory against the man who really has led the charge alongside the authors of pain in this war against Corbin and Breakker over the last few months. Unfortunately, victory not to be just yet, and Braun Breakker, I should say Baron Corbin, is back on the canvas momentarily. Mr. Money in the Bank Braun Breakker really hasn't seen too much action since winning that briefcase because of Karrion Kross and all the issues that himself and the AOP have implored upon Corbin and Braun. Nonetheless, they are looking for their measure of revenge this Saturday night at No Mercy. But as we mentioned, not to sound like a broken record, it does not take a genius to figure out that it is going to be an uphill battle for what is clearly going to be two battle-damaged warriors heading into war. Baron Corbin looking worse for wear, and now the straitjacket submission hold locked in by Karrion Kross. Baron Corbin, one strong and tall individual, but even Karrion Kross has got the ability to take him down, wrap him up, and force him to tap out. Corbin not looking to risk injury, staying in that submission hold any longer. He's got a battle in tag team action this Saturday night. But certainly momentum is a far-fetched dream for Corbin and Breakker. Kross victorious.
Here is your winner, Karrion Kross.
The Harbinger of Doom certainly played his cards correct tonight. The AOP looked to finish the job against Braun Breakker and Baron Corbin live this Saturday at No Mercy. Coming your way on Saturday night, September 14th, witness the aftermath of the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, as WWE and Noah Nation Gaming channel memberships proudly present No Mercy. No Mercy comes to you live from the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss championship clashes, personal battles, high stakes, and high rewards, all on the line on the 14th of September at WWE No Mercy. It is going down live this Saturday night in Montreal at 5 p.m. Eastern Time from the Bell Center. It is the 2024 No Mercy. And one of the most highly anticipated events set to headline in the main event. It is the Usos 2v2 against Damian Priest and Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. This is a war that started all the way back at WrestleMania. The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winners in Jay and Jimmy taking down Priest and Balor for championship gold at the Show of Shows. It was nearly 2 months later in the Tornado Tag Team matchup at Vengeance in May that Priest and Balor got their rematch and certainly took advantage of the numbers game that the Judgment Day always house, screwing the Usos out of the Tag Team Championships on that night. What is the trilogy matchup this Saturday? And it is tables, ladders, and chairs. Winner take all or nothing. The Judgment Day's World Tag Team titles against the Usos' jobs, their livelihoods, right here on Monday Night Raw. TLC for Tag Team Gold in the main event. And we can confirm that Sami Zayn will get his highly anticipated rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. Nearly 2 months after losing the gold in London, England, he finally battles Dirty Dominic Mysterio once more in an attempt to regain his gold. What has not been an exciting night, to say the least, for Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin here on Monday Night Raw, but the men that call themselves the Wolf Dogs are looking to hunt, and they are looking to eat. They finally get Akam and Razor in tag team action live this Saturday in Montreal. Over on Friday Night SmackDown, Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser has been hell-bent on bringing championship gold back to the Imperium locker room. He has targeted Carmelo Hayes in recent weeks. He picked up a victory over Trick Williams this past Saturday. He gets Melo for the United States title this Saturday. A personal vendetta set to come to a head in Montreal as the almighty Bobby Lashley looks to seek retribution on the man that put him on the shelf nearly 2 months ago, the Apex Predator Randy Orton. A 6-man tag win this past Friday. Will he be able to add on to that this Saturday at No Mercy? In the Friday Night SmackDown main event, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, has been on damn near a year-long journey trying to get back his once-coveted World Heavyweight title. He has targeted the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, in his Rhodes' first defense of the gold. And in the Monday Night Raw main event, the highly anticipated triple threat matchup as the best in the world CM Punk defends the gold against the megastar LA Knight and the phenomenal AJ Styles. Knight and Styles went to a double countout weeks ago. The triple threat match was determined. CM Punk is outnumbered when the gold is on the line. Live this Saturday night in the Bell Center in Montreal at 5 p.m. Eastern Time at No Mercy. But it is main event time in the Canada Life Center, live from Winnipeg. This is Monday Night Raw, all around the world, same song. The WWE Champion CM Punk continues to blow the roof off each and every arena. But is this the final Raw with CM Punk as WWE Champion?
Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, the WWE Champion, CM Punk.
The most important prize in CM Punk's life, the WWE Championship. He was hell-bent on winning that gold ever since his return to World Wrestling Entertainment at the top of January this year. Winning the title back at Money in the Bank against Kevin Owens, retaining it in the rematch at SummerSlam, but the odds are stacked against the Second City Saint come this Saturday night. A triple threat matchup where CM Punk does not have to be pinned to lose his WWE title. Could CM Punk be pleased about the triple threat equation? I assume absolutely not. But Punk's gonna do what he's always done. A Chicago native. He's gonna clinch up his fist and start swinging when the bell sounds in Montreal and the most important title is on the line. But can he get through one of his challengers here tonight?
And his opponent from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, LA Knight.
7 nights ago on Raw, we said it. We will willingly sound like a broken record and say it again. There is respect between these two individuals, but when the bell sounds in Montreal, respect goes out the window in an attempt to win the WWE title. LA Knight contested Punk for the gold at WWE Live in August. Fell short, but respect was built on that night. LA Knight and AJ Styles qualifying to the finals of the Eliminator, going to a double countout. Both of them awarded the triple threat matchup at No Mercy. LA Knight dropping CM Punk with blunt force trauma last week here on Monday Night Raw. It has been a raucous road to the triple threat matchup for the WWE title, and we got one more pit stop to make as the bell has sounded in your Monday Night Raw main event, and LA Knight is coming hot out of the gate. A megastar looking for his first WWE Championship. Former Intercontinental Champion, of course, held that title from July of last year all the way to March at WrestleMania. But LA Knight has had one goal in mind, and that's becoming the man, the champ, winning the WWE title. And this Saturday, he's got another opportunity to do so. CM Punk, however, as we mentioned moments ago, oh man, dropping LA Knight right on his crown. Punk looking to neutralize the megastar in the early moments of this matchup. Might not have gotten the victory, but that'll certainly slow down the defiant LA Knight. Getting sent over the top ropes. The WWE Champion looks to build momentum in this matchup. As we were mentioning a few moments ago, CM Punk had one goal in mind when he returned to the WWE this past January, and he accomplished it in July, winning the WWE Championship. It's been a hell of a reign ever since. With Punk finding himself in a position this Saturday where he does not have to be involved in the final equation for his championship goal to be taken away. Punk can't be pleased. Punk can't be satisfied. But the result is the result, and CM Punk is going to have to find a way to win this Saturday against two game challengers. These two men, a cohesive unit last week on Raw as they took down Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows of the OC. LA Knight got the last laugh off that blood force trauma, and it is what brings us to this Monday Night Raw main event here tonight. Non-title matchup, but certainly no mercy momentum implications at play. LA Knight creating some distance, trying to get back into this matchup. Ever since that pile driver, CM Punk had really taken over. LA Knight knows what it's like to be in the ring with CM Punk. This is another opportunity for him to feel out the game plan of the champion ahead of this Saturday's triple threat matchup, which is so hard to predict. And it's certainly so hard, as we talk about all the time, to sustain momentum in that type of match. Just as you think you're in control, the opponent that you took your eyes off of is clanking you in the back of the head. Whatever game plan LA Knight can try to muster up through the midst of combat here on Raw, he is going to do so. Playing a game of cat and mouse with the WWE Champion at the moment. Here's CM Punk getting the best of him. There is why CM Punk holds the crown today. Just outsmarted LA Knight. Allowed LA to come to him. Worked out momentarily. Punk lands on his feet. Punk goes behind. Schoolboy trying to get this matchup done in a hurry. Not just yet. LA Knight trying to muster up any offense he can. Sent to the ropes, not by will, but by force. Here comes the best in the world. Into the cover goes the champ. Wait a minute. The phenomenal AJ Styles making his way down the ringside. Oh, hold on. AJ ain't coming for a closer look. Styles hitting the ring. Hold on a second. Styles clash to the WWE Champion, just as it was 2 weeks ago here on Raw. Well, CM Punk's gonna win this thing by disqualification. LA Knight's down. Styles taking care of Punk, the phenomenal one, the last man standing. Shall I say, getting the last laugh on the road to No Mercy. AJ making a statement, but will this be the scene come Saturday? Will Styles be the new WWE Champion at No Mercy?